What the? Huh? What? I don't understand. Oh, hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another session of Kensil Culture, the pop culture magazine. I'm here with the namesake of the show, Mr. John Kensil. I'm the lowly announcer, the legendary Wid.
Kensil Culture, puppets, props, puns, podcasts.
John.
Hey, people who are unwashed. John Kensil here. I hope you're going to have a nice Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is coming up. I can't wait to hear Alice's Restaurant, the 40-minute version. 15 times.
Well, you can't get anything you want, okay?
And Alice's Restaurant.
That was Woody Guthrie's son. Okay.
Arlo Guthrie.
Arlo Guthrie. Have you ever met another Arlo? Okay.
No.
Never
No.
Arlo.
But he's Thanksgiving's coming up. Also at Thanksgiving, my parents love watching they always have marathons on Thanksgiving weekend at Abbott Costello.
Yeah.
My parents used to love watching the Jackie Gleason show. Not only the honeymooners, he used to have a variety show. And he had a character on the show who was a very good deep voice singer named Frank Fontaine. Okay.
What was his stage name, though, John?
It was Crazy Guggenheim. And then I think he became something else because I thought crazy was like inappropriate.
Crazy.
Right. And it's so politically incorrect today because his characters obviously has like a mental brain issues. Right. But he used to talk like, hey, Joe, how you doing there?
He was like a punch drunk.
Punch drunk weirdo, yeah.
Yeah, because Joe was the bartender.
Played by Jackie Gleason.
And I guess people used to sing a lot more when they went to bars, and that was like something that.
But it's funny when you watch these reruns, he comes in with these like 3 or 4 stories that are just about being crazy. Doorknob. And then Jackie Gleason would go, hey, crazy, do you want to sing a song?
Put a dime in number 7.
And then he would sing a beautiful like opera.
or he would sing like a turn of the century.
Yeah.
I wonder who's kissing her now.
Yeah. And when he's done, he's like,
an insult on mental health didn't come until Jerry Lewis took that over and
Tony Danza.
Yeah.
But they if you the way you young people might be familiar with them, and there's a Bugs Bunny cartoon, and he had a guy trying to eat him named Pete Puma. And he's like, hey, little bunny rabbit. And then he goes, yeah, want some tea? Why, certainly. And he says, 1 number 2. And he goes, 2. And Bugs Bunny pulls out a mallet and smacks him in it twice. And he goes, thank you.
I hate to hear that, John. Anybody who steals off the Three Stooges is not my look, we're contacting. It's not my idea of funny, John. Okay, the Three Stooges did that first with the mallet, and I think that Bugs Bunny should be ashamed of himself.
Yes. And
crawl back into his hole.
Yes, little creep.
Bugs me.
Yes. Do you have any things? I'm sorry. My family used to also like watching the old Ed Sullivan shows that weekend. There's a marathon on all the time.
Oh, yeah. Ed Sullivan was religious. I mean, it was Sunday night,
I don't like it.
And then the kids could go to bed.
I watch these reruns now. It's just assembled. They just take the little clips and put it up. And it's a really weird variety show. Ed Sullivan was like spastic. Like he had some kind of like, was it Parkinson's or some kind of tick? Right? And he's just like, so coming up now, I have the Beatles. And it was just, he couldn't read names off the cue cards. But a very popular comedy duo was on there all the time. Allen and
Allen and Rossi.
Ross is a short little guy with insane, crazy hair. Looked like he had an afro that he ironed.
Let's do his punchline together. 1, 2, 3. Hello there.
Hello there. That's what he used to say. Well, he went to heaven a couple years ago. He lived a long time, like in his 90s. But
as a lot of comics do,
I accidentally found his biography. Look at that.
Hello there.
Right? And I don't think he had much good writing skills because it's in pictures. It's all photographs. And
is there one with the Beatles or
yeah, and I'll take me forever to find it. But it's funny. He's sitting there, and all 4 Beatles are pointing at his hair. And this looks like a self-published book.
But he was the Jerry Lewis and Rossi was
the bargain basement.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, you're right, Martin. Yeah, he was a handsome Italian guy, and he was a little fool.
Yeah, and there was Fisher and Marks from the Philadelphia area. That were the same dynamic.
The exact same thing. And there's a famous clip going around because Philadelphia is mentioned in it from the Hollywood Squares. Peter Marshall asked that guy, Marty Allen, Marty, what do men in Philadelphia dunk their soft pretzels into? And he says,
what do Philadelphia men dunk their soft pretzels into?
Yeah, it's mustard, but he goes, a girl from Jersey. And it's not fun.
A girl from Jersey. Okay. Oh, we took our toll there. Hey.
Did you know also a lot Thanksgiving movies coming up and Christmas movies? I'm sorry, I don't want to talk about Christmas movies, but at that time of year, new movies come out. One of them is the Michael Jackson movie, where Michael Jackson's own nephew plays him. It's called Michael. But did you ever meet Michael Jackson?
John, I met him a couple of times. Okay. I met him the first time when
was he at Kmart? Because he heard something.
Let's not walk backwards here. Okay. We're talking about Mike Jackson.
Yeah.
No, Michael Jackson, I met when I was hitchhiking and I snuck into CBS studios and he was guest appearing with his brothers on Tony Orlando's show. Tony Orlando actually had a TV show that was filmed at CBS City, right, where they film
Carol Burnett and all the variety shows
and all that. I snuck into Carol Burnett's too, but I was hiding underneath a stairwell, okay, because I had snuck in.
Hey, who's that creepy guy?
And there was a candy machine that was right across from underneath the stairwell. Well, Michael came down dressed up in with fringe and all this, and him and his brother. And we popped out and said, "Hey, how you doing?"
Oh my God.
He wasn't that famous then, okay? He was just part of the Michael, but he was on Tony Orlando's show. And there it was. And we came out of I was down there with the people that we were hitchhiking with. And we came out and shook their hand and said, and Michael didn't have enough money for his selection.
Any mother effers have any change?
He was getting milk duds. Okay.
Really?
So I had a quarter in my pocket. Okay. Probably the last quarter. We were, dressed like, but he was very nice. He took the quarter from me and,
he could have autographed it.
And so, and he was very nice. Hey, I'll see you later. They kind of like that. We told them we snuck in and everything because we did. And the second time I met him was at some affair with Liz Taylor. And that's maybe 15 years later. He had the epaulets, he had the sunglasses. He would pose every now and then, It was, I didn't get to talk to him then. But
this was when Elizabeth Taylor was very fat at the time.
Liz Taylor was,
she was very fat. She was baptized at SeaWorld.
Well, I like the whales,
Do you really?
Yeah, I asked Liz if she liked the whales, and she said yes. And so I said, hey, we can hump back at my place.
Gott in Himmel.
But that is, no. But that's, and the third time I met him, it was just in one of the studios that I used to work at.
Oh, very cool. That's neat.
And you couldn't talk to him. You had to be, that's, in the beginning, he was open and nice and a kid and thing. The second time, he was glamorized with Liz Taylor and stuff. And the third time I met him, he was untouchable.
Yeah, you know what's the difference between Michael Jackson and a plastic shopping bag? Oh yeah, I screwed that joke up. Hey,
you messed that up.
Do you know what the difference between Michael Jackson and a shopping bag is?
Because shopping bags are 50% off.
No, that's the difference between Michael Jackson and a shopping bag is one's made of plastic and it's dangerous to kids, and the other one you put groceries in.
Stop it.
I actually saw a neat video. Michael Jackson. A lot of people like living in their characters. It's fun, and you're not responsible for that character's actions. Like it's like wrestlers who still pretend they're wrestlers off stage. Well, I saw an interesting video about Michael Jackson, and they always trying to find a reason why he did. Oh, he hated his dad and this, whatever, right? Could I say this? If
you're asking me, John?
No, I'm even the producer, right?
Politically incorrect.
Michael Jackson's high voice was a fake character. There's audio on YouTube of him really talking. Right. He didn't have a deep voice, but he was like, yo, what's going on? But I think he would put that voice on to get his mind in that character and stay that way. Then they went crazy with their plastic surgery and stuff. But my mom, who couldn't rationalize right now, I love very much, but she said this, and she said, that Michael Jackson, I'd say, Mom, what about all the kids he got accused of touching? And she goes, his dad was mean to him. All right, to get him to sing, to get that high voice, his dad gave him gay pills. I never heard of that. Yeah, she goes, yeah, it made his voice high. I'm like, I never heard of this.
Them gay pills will make your ass burn.
Oh, man. Boy, but I know Elizabeth Taylor was so fat.
I hear his father used to hit him and say, hey, be a little bit more like this. And, and I'm sure that, to get that good, you had to be coached. Like Jim here, okay, who runs Trainwreck. He's like that. He's a taskmaster.
Yes.
He'll slug you if you don't listen to him. All right.
He'll give
you dress in that.
He'll put a wiffle ball bat at the side of your mother effing head.
But you know what I think, John? I think that Michael Jackson missed his Oscar-winning role when he didn't play Frankenstein. Okay.
He
had enough surgeries to
he played
other people's noses.
Exactly.
He would go, oh, I got your nose. Yeah. Somebody had his nose.
Yeah.
Okay. A couple of times.
It looked like a lady.
But he but how many Frankensteins do you think there are? How many
my God.
Movies?
Well, the novel was published in 1818, and I guess the copyright. I think you could make Wid's Frankenstein. It's a very common movie, but there's a new one by Guillermo del Toro on Netflix. It's a new one with Isaac. What's his name?
I heard about it, and it's a little bit more loyal to the book, where where they don't make him super hideous, but they make him.
Yeah, you can tell he's a monster. Like he's like hairless, but he has like scars all over his body. But he creates them, and here they give him like this is all director's choice, like superhero qualities. There's a ship stuck in the ice. He goes on the ice and he shakes it loose. That's how strong he is. And because I guess the lightning strike, however they reanimated him.
That's what they thought back then, 1818.
He gets instant healing power. He's like Wolverine.
And back then they believed anything that was online.
Yes, that this is true. Yeah, right. And but it's not a bad movie. But there's some. Remember, it's a drama. It's just like a sitting room drama it takes place in the late 1800s. But the monster scenes are really neat, and it leaves tons of room open for a sequel for the Bride of Frankenstein, and then the mother-in-law of Dracula.
Well, I'm telling you that I love the original. Okay.
Oh man,
the original 3 or 4 by James Whale. Okay, James Whale, and didn't
he may have done a third? But the first Frankenberry, very creepy and atmospheric. It's just a creepy thing. And
Frankenberry, was he a serial killer?
Yeah. Oh, God in Himmel.
Sorry.
But then they made the second Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, which actually is one of the few movies where every character advances. The monster becomes articulate. He wants to get a girlfriend. He asked the Dr.
Smoke good.
He asked Dr. Frankenberry for a bigger Johnson. It's just everything he wants, right? And
it was beautiful.
It advances. And if you watch, this movie's available like on all free TV. Bride of Frankenstein is one of the creepiest, eerie movies because Dr. Frankenstein lives and he meets another crazy doctor who's even crazier.
Yeah.
And he has little people in jars.
That scared the heck out of me. They wouldn't even show that half the time on because it was so scary.
Yeah, just a creepy movie. But yes.
It was very primitive special effects that they did that. Yeah, they just did it in camera, but it was
it's really neat though too. You can buy a bust of Boris Karloff's life mask that he used in the studio to make the makeup for him. And it's funny how they asked why does he have a flat top head? And I just said it was better looking for the camera to make him look different. And I go, what about the bolts in his neck? He goes, yeah, they weren't in the book either.
No, in the book he had long flowing hair, perfect teeth, okay, and the thing, but his eyes, his eyes, the pupils were as white as the rest of the.
It was a very creepy image to read the book, but they made different Frankensteins over the years.
400 over 400 movies and different movies where he's used and this is what it would have looked like if Michael Jackson had actually been there. Look at how nice that is. Okay, he's not.
Did you hear?
He's not a mean monster who throws little girls in the lake.
Did you know Michael Jackson called Boys to Men because he thought it was a delivery service?
John, you are a monster.
Okay? Oh, but we just mentioned something. It's available online on the DVD edition. In the first Frankenstein movie, he gets loose and he's walking around the woods.
Yep.
And he comes upon a cute little girl, right? And she grabs his hand. He likes it a little. He has a friend, and they sit next to a lake. And she goes, "Let's play throw flowers in the lake." And she goes, and she goes, and the monster's like, and the girl goes, "Oh, we ran out of flowers. Whatever shall we throw in the lake?"
Frankie did not.
And he picked her up.
He did not know what he was doing. He didn't know what the.
He picked her up and threw her in the lake. And the next you know, her father finds her drowned body. That scene's not in the movie, but the father coming up with the father
carrying the daughter.
Oh, it's so sad.
And everybody, he carries it through town.
Yeah.
That they tried to take that out. The higher ups, and he said no. That's the whole raison d'etre of the film. Is to show,
they did
what a monster.
They did a couple movies. The original King Kong, which came out like the same year. There's a scene where it's very racist, but they showed like African natives just like voodoo guys with bones and tiger teeth around their neck. But they show King Kong chomping on them, right?
Chomping on them.
And it's
like making a hole to go. Okay.
Yeah. But the Frankenstein movie. I'm sorry.
I wanted to give you a present for Thanksgiving.
What's that?
It's right over here. What Thanksgiving is all about, John. Okay, it isn't about eating and drinking with your, with your wild friends. It's all about the acceptance of the Native American Barbie. Okay,
yeah, there you go.
That's where it all, and
she works at the Barbie Dream Casino.
Yeah. And her boyfriend.
You can't get in without it.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna. This is for you, John. The Native American.
Who's your boyfriend?
Because I'm an Indian giver. All that for that joke, and I don't know if that's politically correct. I'm sorry if I didn't.
Oh man, that's the little Native
and
American.
Then,
very
of
cool.
course, her boyfriend, Native American.
Oh man, that's very nice. Back to Frankenstein. It's weird. How
come they don't have a Frankenstein Barbie? That's what I want.
They do. I swear to God, I saw. She's the bride and Ken's the Frankenberry. But I think the probably early 40s. Is when they made the Abbott Costello meet Frankenstein.
Okay.
And it's a great
Jerry Garcia's favorite movie.
It's a really fun movie, but it's actually exists in the same universe as all the Frankenstein movies.
Right. Exactly.
And but they're all creepy. And in the 60s, who's the Hammer horror film made one with Christopher Lee playing?
The Hammer horror films,
I'm with you on that.
They're too ooky, or something.
They always have a creepy scene in it, but they're like their Frankenstein. He had a beetle haircut, scars, and one like gray eye.
Yeah, I mean, come on, raise the bar at least.
Yeah, one of my favorite Frankenstein movies, if you can find it. I think it came out like 73 or 74. It's called Frankenstein: The True Story. It was a 2-part horror movie on NBC, and it was neat. In the 70s, all 3 networks made horror movies, and they would show them on a Sunday night. It was a made-for-TV movie, but this was a miniseries, and it was really good. Dr. Frankenberry, I think David McCallum played him. I might be wrong. Somebody British played him. All right, and he creates the monster played by Michael Sarrazin from The Resurrection of Peter Proud, and For Pete's Sake with Barbara Streisand. But he was real handsome.
Frankenstein was with okay.
The movie, she made Barbara Streisand made What's Up, Doc with Ryan O'Neal. Then she made a very similar movie called For Pete's Sake. He's a handsome actor, black hair and big bright blue eyes. Michael Sarah.
What's up, Dr. Frankenstein?
Yeah. Well, the doctor makes him, and he's real handsome, and he's intelligent and handsome. But because he's like a corrupted human being, because he was created, he starts getting uglier and uglier. Like he starts growing deformed.
It's called aging, John.
But he look like someone threw mashed potatoes in his puss. And but he's mad at the doctor for like creating him, not doing anything, and he makes a bride for him.
Wow!
Right? And he's all happy.
What about my needs?
Yeah, I know, right? But in the TV movie, the woman, she rejects him, right? And
what about my needs?
Yeah, and Frankenstein is mad, and meanwhile, Dr. Frankenstein is hanging out with the bride, and they went to a big ball. The monster breaks in and rips her head off, and it's real creepy. Then it winds up in that's just like the book where they wind up in the Antarctic, and Dr. Frankenberry dies, and the monster gets on an ice floe, it just floats away, just like that's like the book. That's pretty creepy. But
that sounds really creepy. I didn't know he ripped off the head. There's sometimes I get a little bit snobbish on my Frankenstein, so I go for the original. Couple, and and questionably look at some.
You could. Oh my God!
Frankenstein was played by Robert De Niro.
Awful! It's a really bad movie.
Oh, what a bad movie that was! I mean, it reassured me that the original James Whale's ones were so much better.
You want to see? Yeah, he's right. You want to see what do you call it? A couple of versions of it. There was one Japanese made movie called Frankenstein Conquers the World, where it's a teen boy and he gets a heart transplant, but I don't realize it's Frankenstein's heart. And this is Japanese like Godzilla movies. For some reason, he grows to 100 feet, he's as big as Godzilla, and his head becomes flat. It just makes no sense at all. And he fights some other monster in the movie.
Well, like Godzilla makes sense. Yeah. Okay,
and exactly, right.
I know
But then they were going to make a sequel to it, and something happened. It's just the rights were lost or something like that, and it became that movie War of the Gargantuas. There's two twin monsters fighting, but they have like flat heads. There's a Sting movie called The Bride. It's Sting playing Dr. Frankenberry, and the girl from Flashdance, Jennifer Beals, plays the bride. But
she's a maniac.
Yeah, exactly right, for sure.
Is that Footloose? Is that
Footloose? You're right. You're right. The movie. But it's Clancy Brown plays the monster. He's the voice of Mr. Krabby and SpongeBob. SpongeBob, what are you doing now? Right? But he plays the monster. I think it's him, right? And it's but the bride. But it's a very good Frankenstein movie. I enjoyed that one. There's a movie a couple years ago with Hugh, Wolverine,
Hugh
Jackman, called Van Helsing, and he.
Sorry.
Did you ever see It's a Colorful Movie?
It was a couple good parts, but Van Helsing, he looked too perfect.
Oh yeah,
that always got me when when things look too studio.
It's all cartoony and stuff. but that Frankenstein's in the movie.
Uh-huh.
I guess you could just make Frankenstein look like however you want him to look. Big, look a big square, fat, square-headed wrestler, but the top of his head was clear glass. You can see little lightning bolts spinning around in it. And he was kind of a big effeminate baby. Like Van Helsing's like, what do you want? And he's like, to have friends. It was just awful. Oh, that movie Van Helsing, that's in the movie, has one of the worst scenes in the movie. You find out in Van Helsing that Van Helsing's really Saint Peter, God's right-hand man.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh no, Gabriel, Saint Gabriel, right? And
Saint Michael was actually God.
Exactly. And Dracula is actually the devil, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he turns into a werewolf, Van Helsing, and Dracula turns like a big demon, and they start fist fighting. So Wolverine's beating his ass, right? Well, the guy turns back into Dracula, and he actually says this line in the movie Van Helsing. Wait, we could be friends. It's ridiculous.
Can you imagine them hanging out, going out for a beer and a blood?
Oh my God. But other Frankenstein movies, they keep remaking it every year or two, and you learn nothing. But the new one's actually a visually neat movie, but it's 2 hours and 35 minutes long.
How about the old one? How about the one that was made by Thomas Edison?
Oh, I've never seen it, but I've seen a still picture of it. It's really creepy looking.
Oh, he's creepy.
He's a big hulking guy. He's like,
and he doesn't say anything.
Yeah, it's a very eerie, creepy movie.
It was made in the 1910s.
I'll tell you one more thing though too. I like to be entertained. I don't get bored by a movie. I'm sorry. I don't hate dramas, but I like a drama that builds to a big conclusion. So
right.
I work hard during the day because those merkins aren't going to sell themselves. And but
how many pretzels did you sell today?
No, merkins. You know what a merkin is?
Yeah, yes.
That's
a Jerry Lewis movie, isn't it? Just Merkin?
No, it's a toupee for your groinage area.
Yeah.
But I saw the new Predator film.
Wow, you saw the new Predator film?
Yeah, it's called Predator Badlands. Actually, it's an entertaining, colorful movie to watch. But in this one, they make the Predator the hero. He's an environmentalist. He's a good fighter, and it's a family drama too. He's the runt of the litter of the Predator family, right? And Predator's dad, like Michael Jackson's dad, tells his older brother to kill him, right? Because he's a runt of the litter, right? And the other brother can't do it. He sends him to a planet that's all, what do you call it? They want to eat you. Every single thing there wants to kill you.
Cannibalistic.
Yeah. So Predator's dad kills the older brother for not killing him, for sending him off. So he lands on this planet, and it's neat. Everything wants to kill him. There's all these weird creatures trying to get him. And here he has to kill. I'm not ruining the movie. I'm just telling you, just so he goes along with it. He has to kill an unkillable creature. And it looks like a giant dragon, like a monkey dragon, has a dog.
There's the monkeys again, John.
Yeah. And here he cuts his head off.
Yeah.
And its head grows back. He can't kill it. He can't kill it. So, but he fights it. And then he realized something. It's not his enemy, and they become friends. And then, right? So this is so idiotic. It's fun to watch, though. It's very cool.
It's a little bit too woke, though.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's they're making sure that they don't insult anybody by
and he has a blonde girlfriend, Predator, right? And he talks to her. And so in the movie,
what are those dreadies he has?
Well, his guys ask me. He looks human-like. His are like shorter. But it looks like a weird horseshoe crab or something. And so he comes back to the plant, and there's his dad, right? And he starts fighting with his dad, and he beats his dad, cuts his dad's arm off. And the dad goes, "You've done good, my son. Did you bring me a trophy back?" And here that creature, it can't be killed, comes over and bites the dad's head off and kills him, right? Now he's the leader of his own clan.
That is the third decapitation that I've heard from you tonight.
Oh,
okay?
Well... so, but at the end of the movie,
quit while you're ahead.
There you go. Heads are up there. They have stuck my neck out. They have but in the movie, at the very end, it's Predator, his blonde girlfriend, their magical creature, and I forget what else. Right? They're standing there, and a spaceship lifts up, and the Predator turns to the girl. Now there's going to be trouble. and the girl goes to the predator. Why? Who's that? In the spaceship coming up, and he goes, "My mother."
He did not.
I swear to God, he goes, "That's my mother."
So he turned into a Borscht Belt comedian.
Yeah.
Oh.
Her mouth's so big, she sleeps with her false teeth in a bucket. I gave her plastic surgery. I cut up her credit cards. Her merkin.
You're murking on it. I hear that. Okay. I think that Frankenstein, okay, kind of paved the way for all other monsters. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Out there.
Oh, and the new one too, with the unscrewed up bolts over his neck and his ass falls off.
Okay, John.
Wait, you know what? You know why Frankenstein wears turtlenecks? You would too if your nuts were on your neck.
Ladies and gentlemen, with that, we're going to bid you a fond farewell. Okay, and we want to. This is Kensil culture. We want you to turn up the volume. We want you to press the button and
subscribe. Tell your friends, please.
I'm the Legendary Wid. This is, of course, John Kensil. And once again, thank you for tuning in.